Caller said that no one can force him to go to the registry with her. That even if Jesus came down, that Jesus cannot force him to take her to the registry. Hello, it's another Friday afternoon and you're welcome to Life Stories with Bussy. It's been an interesting week in Nigeria. Very, very interesting week. It's been an emotional roller coaster in this country this last few days. I've seen a lot of aggression displayed. A lot of people are upset. A lot of bas everywhere. Social media, everybody is fighting with everybody. Guys, calm down. Let's do this in a more matured way. Let's stop getting agitated, angry, and all. Calm down, please. Let everybody calm down. So I want to say thank you to my returning subscribers. And if this is your first time, you're welcome. It's where people, just vent out everything that they have bottled in their mind, and we'll listen. And so that's why we're here. They feel better and they feel lighter. That's why we are here. And sometimes we take it further, we encourage them to see a therapist if they need to. If what you have is a legal issue, we can refer you to a lawyer and all that. We're just here to help people. People have a lot of things on their mind and they just want to share that body. They just want somebody to be a shoulder to lean on. They just want to be able to cry on someone's shoulder, and that's what we're here, a shoulder for you to lean on. Okay, so today I have another story. This person was a mess when she was telling me the story. She sent me a voice note, but she was crying all through. She was very emotional and in a bad state. She just started it. She started it the way she started it. She didn't give me a name. I didn't even bother to ask for a name because there was no point, But I've just titled it. Of course, it was between this person and her partner. So the lady I have given a Yesunde name, and the guy I have given Kola. So this is how the story goes. So yesterday I had an abortion. Okay, so it was a very long story. It was like 30 minutes audio. In fact, more than 30 minutes audio. She did like 41 minutes audio there about. I tried to bring out the salient points so that I'll just throw it out there so that you can see. So yesterday I had an abortion in 2020. She said she used some drugs. She didn't do DNC, so she didn't go to the hospital to do anything. She used drugs. She bled for 5 days and she ended up in the hospital. The man responsible had been asking her to marry him, but she had declined the man's overtures for so long. The man that we're calling Kola, the man stood with her throughout her health issues and paid her hospital bills. Her health got worse and she almost had psychiatric issues, so she was taken to the village. Kola was the one that took her to the village, so Kola was with her throughout. Then later she came back to Lagos, but then she had stopped working. She said that the abortion scared her and it damaged all her nerves. So she said that they didn't date officially at that time, but it was always checking on her. So they were not really dating per se when this pregnancy that she aborted happened. So the guy was married, but in early January 2021, his wife left him with their 4 children. So the wife they claim that the wife abandoned him with 4 children. Kola took the children to his sister. So yesterday wanted to know why his wife left. Kola said that she just packed her things without informing him, and then she left. So yesterday was really curious, she felt like it was odd. So the guy said that his wife was always moody and that she doesn't communicate with him. The guy also said that his wife was fetish and that he discovered that his wife was dating someone else. So yesterday felt that it was odd. She felt like it was a odd and complicated story. But she started dating him actively at that point. but she said she wasn't known to Kola's people. They didn't really know her, but she started dating him. She considered dating him because she felt that she owed a life to him, because he was there when she was going through her health issues. So Yetunde never moved into Kola's house. Kola got her a place to stay when she got pregnant for him the second time. So the second time she got pregnant for him, but at this time the wife wasn't there the wife wasn't on the picture any longer, but I got an apartment for her, so she got pregnant again. That was when Yetunde realized that he had started dating different ladies. She stumbled on many evidence that there were other ladies, but he would always explain them away. He could say that there were women that he dated in the past, or women were his friends that he was helping. Yesterday tried making excuses for him that it must have been the after effect of his relationship with his wife that made him start dating other women. Yesterday said that she had 3 numbers and she installed WhatsApp on all of them. So Kola blocked her on 2 and forgot about the last one. So one day she stumbled on Kola's post where he posted a picture of a lady. He was celebrating the lady, and he referred to the lady as my love, my joy giver, and you know, all that story. Yesterday picked all the pictures and sent them to Kola, who went ballistic, and the shouting match started. So Kola later apologized that the lady was someone he had loved, but that the lady got married to somebody else and the lady was now a widow, so he was just helping the lady. He stated that he couldn't even marry the lady because the lady has a lot of responsibility, because the lady has 4 children and he has 4 children too, so that's like 8 children and he can't take that responsibility. So he said he was just helping her, but he wasn't dating her. I mean, Yetunde did not understand that, but she accepted it. She accepted that excuse, though she felt that it was a lame excuse, but she accepted it and then she moved on. Kola would come to stay with her once in a week in her apartment where he rented for her. So whenever Kola comes to stay with her, she would see messages from this same lady. Yetunde, on Kola's birthday, Yetunde couldn't go because she was heavily pregnant at that time, but she saw pictures and videos of that same woman everywhere. She was like the organizer of the party, and she wasn't there, the whole family was there, and the lady was just going up and down, taking pictures, giving her 7 people and all that. Later, she challenged the presence of the woman at the party, and Kola said that he didn't invite the lady, but that the lady came and there was nothing he could do about it. They had an argument over the said lady, but really there were lots more ladies in his life. She said that when she got pregnant, this was the second pregnancy now, that when she got pregnant, Kola was hardly there. Yetunde had to go and stay with her parents most of the time for her mom to take care of her. When she even had the baby, the guy wasn't even with her at the naming ceremony. The guy never asked her parents for her hands in marriage, nothing, you know. At a point, Kola's children came for summer holiday. Remember that Kola's children were with Kola's sister when their mother dumped them. So Kola's children came for summer holiday at Yetunde's place, and she was taking care of them and all that. Then Kola approached her and said that he would like his children to keep staying with Yetunde because his sister was maltreating them. Yetunde said that she didn't mind. She just felt like, oh, what is mine belong to you and what is yours belong to me. So she took those children in and started taking care of the children. Now that's how they ended in Yetunde's house. Meanwhile, Yetunde also has a 13-year-old daughter from a previous relationship, and that her daughter was staying with her parents. So yet she accepted to take care of Kola's children and treated them like her own children, even spending her savings to buy them clothes, because they didn't bring clothes when they were coming from their auntie's place, because they believed they were still going to go back until their father said that they should stay. Kola goes to Yetunde's house once in a week. He also does not stay in his house. He claims that he's squatting with a friend because the road from his house to the office was bad. But Yetunde discovered that he wasn't always at his friend's house. One day, Kola came over and he said he was really tired, so he slept. So she took Kola's phone and then she kind of, she decoded his passwords and then she checked his phone. And she saw so many messages and realized that he was dating more than 7 ladies. She counted like this, like 7. She counted like 7 different ladies that I was having conversations with, and that she was really depressed. So what she did was she did a screenshot of all those messages, and then she kept the screenshots of the messages. She said that that one particular one was always sending prayers to Kola every day, and that she would refer to Kola as Oko mi, Ayomi, meaning my husband, my joy. And that she found out that Kola had even started a business for her, while she, that's Yetunde now, remained jobless. She lost her job at the time she went to the village when she had that first abortion issue, so she had lost her job at that time, and so she felt like bad, like she was jobless and she was playing nursemaid to his children, and he was starting off a business for somebody else. So she said that there was a time that their daughter, that's the baby now that she had for Kola, that the daughter was sick, and that Kola claimed that Yetunde was maltreating that baby because she wanted to punish him for not taking her to the registry. Yetunde said that she had never discussed the registry issue with him, but that she figured that her own mom would have done that various times, because they've also asked her, like, what's happening? This person that you are marrying, what is this relationship? This guy has not come to ask for your hand, you married, we're not seeing anything. So I mean, it would just be normal for a mother to ask questions. So maybe a mom had asked that question so many times. When they were talking, so she now said that she now asked why he was even reluctant about marrying her properly. Kola said that no one can force him to go to the registry with her. That even if Jesus came down, that Jesus cannot force him to take her to the registry. Yetunde now told him that she knew the reason why, because he was cheating with various ladies, and then he said, it was like, what ladies do you have? We don't have any proof, anything. All the messages that Yetunde had screenshots like a month before that she didn't show him. Yetunde now sent all the messages to him, and then he went angry again. He was really upset, angry. They fought. There was a lot of noise making, and then they ended up at Kola's father's house, where Kola's father, after she told Kola's father about everything, Kola's father was like, you can't blame him. Even if he doesn't follow women will follow him, that was the excuse that the father gave. The father supported Kola. That ended, and then Yetunde discovered that she was pregnant again. This was the 3rd time. At this time, her baby was just 8 months. Kola queried why she would get pregnant. He asked her if the pregnancy was meant to force his hand to marry her. He said that the pregnancy would increase his financial burden, that he wouldn't even have money to himself because he'll be taking care of children, and as such, he wasn't going to accept the pregnancy. Kola washed his hands off Yetunde. Yetunde said she can't have an abortion because of her last experience. Kola now told Yetunde that if Yetunde insists on keeping the pregnancy, she would have to have the baby in a rented apartment and wouldn't move in with him to his new house because he just built a new house. Yetunde still accepted. She said she was very careful to take medication because her body was always reacting to medication. So because of that, she wasn't on any contraceptive. She started crying, and in her words, she said, I don't force him to do things for me. I don't ask for too much. Sometimes when I ask for data, he would do it at his own convenience. I didn't put the responsibility of my first daughter on him. When I was pregnant, he only paid for the hospital delivery. Every other thing I bought for the baby. I've spent money on the baby and his children, as his 4 children that he brought to Yetunde's place. He complains about everything and shouts at me. I wash his clothes up to his boxers. I massage him. Even when I was pregnant, I would do that. He has never lifted his hands to help me massage my legs or anything when I was pregnant. She started shouting when Kola's father started shouting when he heard that she was pregnant. The father started shouting, and the father said that he should get rid of it, and that father said the next time that he calls her, that what he wants to hear is that she had gotten rid of the pregnancy. Now, Kola doesn't call her again. When she calls, Kola doesn't pick her calls. He only calls to check on his children that are with Yetunde, and if she tries to bring any other thing up, he drops the phone. So Yetunde said she's losing it. What should she do? Later I got the story, I sent a message back to her and I told her what I felt. She said that she's a laughing stock in her parents' house, that because she didn't marry properly, and everybody kept on saying, why would you want to marry this man that has 4 children and all that, and she fought with her mom at points because of the guy. Anyway, I spoke with her. I told her what I felt, because I said to her, I said, looks as if you're a side chick in this matter. You don't even know whether this guy has also rented a house for someone. You don't know whether somebody is pregnant for him somewhere. So this guy is just stringing you along. He doesn't want to get married to you, obviously, because he has said that even if Jesus comes, Jesus cannot force him to get a registry certificate. So it's obvious that the guy is just keeping you to take care of his children. You are his nursemaid. From the beginning, I said that I'm very wary of men who are divorcees. And it's not like everybody, but when a man tells you that he's divorced, please ask questions very well before you carry yourself and go there. Ask a lot of questions. Make sure that you ask a lot of questions and try to investigate a lot of things, because Yoruba people say that as in what the saying means literally is that the cane or the horsewhip that they used to beat the first wife is up somewhere in the roof waiting for the new wife. So when you were dating him when his wife was with him, meaning that he was dating you and he was asking you to marry him when his wife was still with him. So it was very wrong from the beginning, and I don't want to go there because I know what you're looking for is a solution. You don't want anybody to beat you up and all, but I've told you what I think. I'll leave it to our viewers to tell you what they think. And also spoken to a therapist, and I told her that she should please, as a therapist, give us what she thinks that this lady should do. And she did say something, so you see that at the end of this, but the guy is not into you. Definitely is not going to marry you. He's not going to marry you. I just think that you should start again. Viewers, what do you think? What do you think that Yetunde should do in this matter? You're not legally married to him. You might also be a side chick. Another person, you might have rented an apartment for another person who is also pregnant for him, or who is also carrying his baby or something. So there are lots of women in his life. You can't have an abortion because of your past experience. So you just have to have this baby. There's nothing that you can do. You would have to have this baby. And yes, it might not be easy, but you just have to do what you have to do. What you have to do. So let's listen to what AC has got to say.
Listening to the audio, one thing I noticed was fear. There's this fear of what will happen, but you need to look at the pattern and see that it's not changing. You need to start thinking about your children. You need to start thinking about yourself. Forget about the prospects of this relationship. You are the one driving it. If you think about it, you are the one that wants it to work. He is not putting in any effort. It is you that is trying to make it work, and any relationship that is one-sided is going to be tough on that one person picking up the pieces every time things fall apart. So you need to think about you need to think about your children, and you need to think about what you want your life to be moving forward. There is one thing I'm sure of: you will not want this on your children. Is this how you want your children to see marriage to be? Is this how you want them to be treated? Because most times we have this notion in Africa that there is this thing about generational curse, but one of the ideologies I've seen is, if a pattern is seen in your marriage, in your life, your family growing up, if a pattern is seen in your family growing up, this is how you feel marriage is defined. children will tend to do two things. One might want to avoid marriage altogether, thinking, oh, I don't want this, or another might see it as norm. So is that what you want for your children? One, to either never want to be married because they don't want to feel what you're feeling right now, or they will not accept this as a norm because they have never seen anything better. So you need to decide what you want for your children. They are the ones that have no choice here, and you need to decide if this is how you want them to continue living.
Next time when I come my way again, my name remains Bussola David. Bye.